EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They're on the 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And back to the 30. It'll be second down. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Jackson now. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
First down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. The Ravens at 6-2 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, middle, report.
This time Jackson will throw it. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Jackson. Now a run here off the RP. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, Ozzie. Sit up.
Now Jackson. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Lions.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Come on.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Middle, middle. 180. 1 shot. 1 shot. 180. 1 shot. Hey, middle, middle, middle.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. They give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd down and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as they'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 63 yards.
Ready. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Come on. Come on. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Gibbs is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Hey, sit hot! You at X. Report! Hey!
To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A short throw caught by Andrews. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
now it's Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson going to keep it. And he's got room. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd down and 1. On the zone read, they'll go with Ali. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rasheen Ali as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go now.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this...
There he goes, left side. Racing to the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Middle.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
We changed it.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
13.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rasheen Ali with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he goes out right around the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
They'll run on first down. It's Fisher. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
25 yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 13. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll find Bateman once more. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 55 yards. And the Ravens have moved down in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Okay, break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
79, Warriors, 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Let's go now.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Come on.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Third and 12.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, and that's to Taylor, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
18 Rattler.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. This is first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
They'll come up now on second down. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Lamar going to give this to Ali. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about
Depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rasheen Ali, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break up. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Pass complete to Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Hey! Sit hot! Ready! Ready, shot!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Baltimore, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.